has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. 3rd down here.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Agnew now to return.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Hamilton. The left side caught by Diggs. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Hamilton. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The Bills had a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, go here.
They will run again with Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Come on, hey! Chicago, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Hamilton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Black open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The Bills send the punter out. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Hey, pass.
2nd and 13. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Safety Ranger. Safety Ranger. 79 Broncos.
Moore, the man in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll run with Coleman on first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
To throw on second down. Hamilton toward the pylon, caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. It's Coleman here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Steal.
They'll run it with Coleman, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop them with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He's going to look deep for more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hamilton.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
65 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Hamilton. Coleman has it here right side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, Hamilton.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Hamilton. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Again, it's Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Oh, he shifts past him, and he goes out right around the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, here's Walker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That'll be complete to Sermon. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's got it to about the 40.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set. Hey, check nigga.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Red, cycle. Ultra, ultra. Check you.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Hamilton. And
he's got it. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 10 yards out.
And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
To throw on 3rd down. Hamilton. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue.
Brandon Cooks. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Moore, the man in motion.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Corey, 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So it's a victory.